Hey legends, I hope everyone's having a beautiful Tuesday night. I'm pretty pumped to be talking to Omar client Brodie, who's been with us for just over a month now with an online program that we've customised for him to do in the gym. And he's gotten some amazing results straight out of the gate. So I wanted to bring him on, have a little bit of a chat. Brodie, how are you, man?
Good, Matt. Yourself, man. Thank you for having me. It's a privilege, mate. Appreciate it.
Fantastic, man. I'm fantastic. And you're just finishing work yourself. You're a PT as well with the Crunch shirt on there. So tell us about that, man.
Yes, mate. Yeah, Crunch Fitness and Carrying Bar. Yeah, Crunch Fitness and Carrying Bar here. It's been a little bit more hectic now with the gyms reopening, obviously. A lot of people who are getting out a bit more, which is good. Good for us. But, yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. It's good fun. Sort of became a PT right in the middle of the pandemic there in March.
Yeah.
So I was a bit of like, oh, shit, what's happening here? But we're on the other side of it now. So fingers crossed gyms stay open, mate, and we can keep going forward.
Beautiful, man. Hopefully we get some events coming back soon as well, which would be nice. But either way, whether the events come back in a month or 6 months, we'll be ready, right?
That's it, 100%.
Mate, and look, you were the winner of a free program. I think what was that for? Was that for a survey I put out? You know, I put a survey out to get some info back about what people were doing and what they wanted out of a program, especially in COVID, and you were the one who won the free program. And mate, as part of our programs every month, I get on video chats with the clients and we go over fit test results and man, you had some amazing results at your 4-week point. I think you were already running sub 20-minute 5Ks. I think you knocked over 30 seconds off your time. I think you doubled the amount of bench press you could do. You know, you doubled the amount of squats, you doubled the amount of deads. It was pretty stellar for 4 weeks. Tell us about that, man.
Yeah, well, obviously I didn't expect the results to be that huge in a 4-week period. I just went into it sort of, I was feeling pretty fresh. So I was like, I'll just go as hard as I can. And I guess, just the 4 weeks came and I tried my best. And I guess the results came. So all thanks to your program. Support from you and Funzi. So yeah, it was awesome, man.
Yeah, awesome, buddy. And mate, you've been an ideal client from day one. Being a coach yourself, it's often great to coach coaches because they tend to just listen and sort of do what you tell them. Mate, you've done that. You know, you've followed the program to the dot and you've gotten the results that we expect people to get, which is fantastic. But it's not just the mate, it's not just the programming that we pride ourselves on. It's the support and the community that we bring you into. What has that been like, mate? You've obviously followed me for a little while. What's it like now that you're a client? How's it changed?
Oh yeah, it's massive. Hey, just the OCR community in general is huge. But then you go into your little OMR clan and there, it's just even more fantastic. Like everyone's so close knit. Always happy to send messages to people. People send messages to me. It's just they're there to keep you accountable as well. It's just fantastic, mate. You're in it together with them, so never alone, and everyone's always posting stuff. And yeah, it's just awesome, man.
Yeah, cool. And Funzi's just let me know she's live. So is Tammy. Funzi's my amazing support and accountability coach. She, as you know, mate, she gets out and messages every single client every single week. You know, you don't go very long without us touching base with you personally. How's exactly Funzi, right, mate? Yep. You know she's watching now, so you got to be nice.
Oh, absolutely. No, yeah, she's fantastic, man. Hey, she's messages almost like every day, pretty much. It's like, yeah, she's always happy to have a conversation, check in with you. She's a huge part, man. She's keeping you accountable. Without her, I don't know how well it'd be, man. She's awesome.
Cool. Mate, she keeps everyone on track, and every single person I talk to just says she does a stellar job. So thanks, Funzi. I know you're watching. Adrian's live as well. My sister Tammy. Hey. Mate, and you've, when we spoke on our initial call and you came on board with us, you told me that you wanted to get onto some age cap podiums and into elite eventually. Mate, you're certainly on track for it. What are your plans with obstacle racing? Where do you want to go?
Oh, as far as I can, mate. Obviously, just taking it one step at a time. It'd be nice to have events back, sort of thing. It would have been cool this year. I was meant to travel out of New South Wales for the first time, obviously for the Spartan National Series.
Yeah.
So that would have been cool, but obviously with all the COVID stuff, it's a bit different now. So just praying for some events and then go out and just go in with a free mind, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Hoping to do my best and see what happens from there. Yeah.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Hopefully the events come back sooner rather than later. But as I said, dude, you're smashing the training out, which is huge. What advice would you have for somebody who's maybe had their goalposts moved? You being a fellow coach, you understand the motivation side of things. What advice would you have for, say, a Spartan racer who maybe has had their events snatched away from them and maybe they've lost sight of their goals and lost a little bit of motivation? What would your advice be?
I think it's just important to stick with it. So don't just give up on your goals and sort of lounge around and be like, oh shit, there's nothing to work towards. There's always something you can be working towards, whether it's improving fitness, improving diet, all that sort of stuff. So just taking small steps, sort of one step at a time, just to better yourself. It's not just about the event sort of thing. It'll make yourself feel better, boost your mental health, fitness, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, just stick with it. The events will come back soon enough, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, awesome. And a lot of love for Funzi here. And my sister's just said, what was Brodie's starting point to now in terms of results? How long have you been running OCR, man? I've been seeing you at Raw Challenge for a while.
Yeah, I ran Raw Challenge in 2018. So I did my first event, just a muck around with a few mates in 2018. Mm-hmm. And then we decided that doing the 12-hour with no training at the age of 16 would be a good idea.
Perfect.
And that was definitely not a good idea.
Were you the fucking dude?
All of 6 hours.
Wait, I don't think it was you then. Were you the fucking guy who was running around with no shoes? There was a young fella. Was it you or one of the guys on your team?
He was on my team.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't me. He forgot his shoes, mate. So he decided he became the barefoot bandit for the day, mate. Everyone knew him as the barefoot bandit, and he went down injured after a bit. So
he fucking rocked up to a 12-hour race with no shoes. How did he think? How did he think that was going to go?
Oh, mate, yeah, you're telling me. I don't know. We still rip into him for it to this day, man. So yeah, it was a bit stupid at the time, but he's his own person. He's a maniac, that guy. So, yeah.
Mate, I remember that, and Funzi's just said, "Was that you guys that ran barefoot?" Man, I remember that dude. I think I passed him at the drink station. He ran past, and I'm like, he's like, "How you going?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's getting a bit rough." It was like the tail half of the race. And he's like, not as rough as my day, and he just lifted a foot, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, he's cooked, eh? He's a special breed, that bloke. Yeah, seriously.
Is he from the Shire as well?
Oh, man. He is definitely from the Shire, mate. He's the biggest bogan I know. Yeah. He's got a mullet now and everything, man. He's, yeah.
Fantastic.
Living the life.
Mikey said the no shoes guy must be a more. I started kicking my shoes off a few years ago. Funnily enough, man. So I've gone to full I'm wearing Merrill barefoot shoes and Vibram 5 fingers, and I'm sort of going down that path, and I'm noticing my feet are growing. My toes are all starting to uncurl, and I put these shoes on tonight, man, to jump on the Harley. I bought these in Hawaii 12 months ago. They don't fit me.
Yep.
They're too fucking small.
Yeah, right. Really.
My foot has grown that much from going barefoot. It was just...
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just while we were talking about it, I was like, fucking hell. Your feet change size.
Interesting.
Yeah, my sister's saying, surely he's a Matt Moore protege. No, he just got that cooked on his own. It wasn't even my influence. Must have just done the same amount of partying I did when he grew up. Mate, so... Right. There's some loose units down there, down Cronulla Way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Every second person, mate.
Yeah. So, mate, did you go into the? Were you in the Oberon National Series event?
Yeah, so that was my first Spartan. I did a Spartan in 2015.
Yep.
And I couldn't complete half the obstacles. I was only 14 then, and the carries were the same for an all age open male. And I was like, nah, no way am I carrying this Atlas ball, whatever.
Yeah.
But so jump back into Spartan this year at Oberon. And was looking forward to the national series, but obviously now.
How'd you go? Were you 6th or 7th from memory?
Yeah, correct. Yep. So number 7, yeah.
How are you feeling, mate? After a little bit of training with us, and as I said, you've been on board for about 5 weeks. How do you think you're going to go when you hit an event next time? Are you going to feel a lot more ready for it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, 100%. Now that all this sort of strategy is in place and the proper training, it's so much more ideal compared to what I would have been doing. To be honest, I had absolutely no clue in terms of training. Obviously, you can only read so much and learn so much yourself, but when there's actually a set program that's proven to get results like your program has, it's it's a completely different world. Hey, it just changes everything. So yeah, I would be
cool.
very keen to come back to my first event after completing the program, man, for sure.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. All right, bro, mate. That's pretty much all I wanted to ask. I just wanted to see how you're going. You had some pretty stellar results, as I said. So I just wanted to, tell a few people what can be done in a short period during COVID. People are still getting results. It's you don't realize how many people you're motivating, man, when you're one of the people who is going strong in this time. It's a really good thing. Is there anything you want to leave on, man? Any shout outs? Do you want to give your business a plug down there at Crunch?
Oh yeah, if you want. There's a little business in Helensburgh as well for anyone that's on the south coast. There's a little gym called Fitter, Faster, Stronger. So it's probably the closest knit community. I also work down there at FFS.
Yeah.
So if anyone's ever on the south coast or anything, feel free to hop into a class down there. It's awesome, man. The atmosphere and the vibe down there is like nothing I've seen before when I've been training at the gym or as a PT, man. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, cool. And guys, if you are looking for a face-to-face PT in the Shire, Brodie's there. He's a gun little racer. He's a little whippet. He's pretty quick. So if you're after some face-to-face one-on-one conditioning, definitely give him a shout out. I'll post his socials below. But thanks, Brodie, man. Thanks for coming on. And a couple of guys are saying congratulations. Go hard. Everyone enjoy the rest of their night.
Easy. Have a good one, Matt. Thanks, mate. Thanks, everyone.
See you, bud.